Today we're going to be talking about 3 simple ways that you can dominate high school football. Now, the first thing you can do in high school to dominate is going to be hitting the weight room correctly. So I don't mean by just going to the weight room and doing your simple, bodybuilding type exercises like, bench press, curls, shoulder press. I mean actually training like an athlete, because there are so many high school programs across the country that don't actually do that, right? They have like a lifting program that was made by probably some assistant coach who maybe doesn't have a background in like exercise science or, any type of training experience, and they just put together a workout plan where it's like, 3 sets of 10 on bench, you do some flies, you do some curls, and like that's your upper body day. But as athletes, we are so much more than that. Yes, those exercises are important to put on size, and you need to put on size, and you need to be strong as a football player, but we're explosive and fast twitch athletes. As soon as the ball is snapped, what are we trying to do? We're trying to explode and exert all out effort. So that's ultimately how you have to train, you guys. Doing exercises like box jumps, doing exercises like power cleans, doing exercises like a push jerk over the top of your head, where you're trying to move weight and trying to be as explosive as possible. That's what translates on the field. So you could be a more explosive athlete, you could be faster, and that will in turn help you dominate the actual game. Now, something that a lot of high school football players struggle with, you guys, is putting on weight and gaining weight in the off season. Now, a huge pillar of your weight gain should be protein. That should be something that you should be consuming every single day. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight that you have. So if you're 170 pounds, 170 grams of protein. That I feel is the optimal dosage to be able to help you put on healthy muscle mass. So if you guys would like a great protein powder to help you hit those goals, this is our chocolate peanut butter brownie flavor at AG Labs, which is a company that I personally own with my brother, where we made a line of supplements specifically for athletes to help them put on size, put on weight, and their athletic performance. So guys, use the promo code FIRST25, FIRST25 at checkout. If you check out that very first link in the description below, you get 25% off your protein order. The next thing to help you dominate high school football, fellas, this is something that not a lot of high school players do. They do it at school with their coaching staff, but having a film study routine. So I think obviously, like if you're from an offensive player or even a defensive player, if you know your opponent better than they know themselves, guys, you're going to have some success on the field. If you could predict what a high school offense or a high school defense is going to do, you're going to have success. And it's really not that hard to get down, because most high school offenses, no matter what, or defenses, no matter what level you're at, freshman, JV, or varsity, it's not that complicated, you guys. It's not like we're dealing with college defensive fronts, NFL defensive schemes, or they're disguising blitzes and they have all these exotic looks. Guys, it's simple stuff. You just got to know what to look for. So I recommend getting in some type of routine. I remember in high school, what I would do is I would, watch the entire, so let's say we're getting ready for a game on Friday. You would get the film of that team that you're playing on that Friday, the Saturday. So like you would have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to prepare. I remember Saturday, I would watch the entire game. Like let's say I got 3 games of film. I'd watch each one of those games and just take notes as I go. On Sunday, I would watch the game, but I would slow down each play and take some more notes. Then Monday, I'd repeat the process. Tuesday, repeat the process. Wednesday, Thursday. It could be simple stuff, you guys, and it's a lot of repetition, but that's how you could be prepared walking into the game. You know the answers to the test. You're not panicking while you're on the field, and that could ultimately make you dominate high school football. Now, the next thing to help you dominate high school football, fellas, is taking things 1 rep and 1 play at a time. What do I mean by that? I think a lot of times players, what they'll do is, maybe they get a little anxiety, they get a little nervous, maybe it's their first time playing varsity ball, whatever, and they make the moment too big. Like they're thinking about, like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. I'm worried about this player doing this, worried about this player doing that. We got to win this entire game. I got to make all these big plays. Like, guys, take things 1 play at a time and just do your job. And that's that cliche phrase that you hear everybody say, but when you really think about what that means, that's how you're going to be a successful football player. Every single football player on every snap has a specific job to do. Whether you have to block somebody left, whether you have to throw a completion to a specific route or make a specific read, run a correct route, a defender has a specific coverage they got to play in. Just focus on that, because to have a successful football play, all 11 guys have to do their job. Football is the ultimate team sport. So if you just focus on doing your job, trust me, the game's going to start to slow down. You won't make the moment too big, and you're going to have a lot more success on the field.